Welcome to our Mr. Jack channel. Get ready to feel the thrill with scary stories and mysteries that will get your heart racing. Don't forget to subscribe for more horror stories. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, an old building that once housed a tuberculosis hospital in the early 20th century, holds a myriad of dark stories. In one of the upstairs rooms, a woman is said to be often seen standing at the window, her gaze blankly directed into the distance. According to legend, this woman was a patient who desperately jumped from the window in despair after learning that her disease was incurable. This tragedy left an invisible mark, making the room one of the creepiest places in the sanatorium. Stories from the night watchmen add another layer of mystery. They report often hearing soft cries from the direction of the room, even when no one is there. When attempting to approach the room, a sudden chill runs through the air, making the hairs stand on end. Some have even claimed to see a faint shadow of the woman standing silently looking out of the window as if waiting for something that never comes. This phenomenon continues to haunt anyone who passes near the room. Not only the night watchmen, some visitors who were curious about this mystical story also had similar experiences. They hear quiet whispers that sound like pleas for help, as if coming from another world. The sound is sometimes accompanied by a strange scent that fills the air, making the atmosphere even more tense. Many believe that the woman's spirit is trapped between this world and the other, unable to leave due to the weight of her grief and despair. The room is now one of the favorite destinations for ghost hunters and horror story enthusiasts. However, for those who have experienced the oddities there firsthand, this story is not just a scare story. Waverly Hills Sanatorium still stands as a silent reminder of the suffering of the past, as well as a place that holds dark secrets that will never be fully revealed. Are you brave enough to visit the rooms? The Waverly Hills Sanatorium is not only known for its mysterious main building, but also for its underground corridor called the Body Chute. This hallway once served a practical but sinister function, secretly transporting the bodies of tuberculosis patients out of the building, in order to maintain the morale of patients still battling the deadly disease. Today, the silent hallway bears mute witness to thousands of deaths and the mystical stories that haunt visitors. Many claim to hear heavy footsteps along the hallway, even when no one is there. Sometimes the creaking sound of carts seems to echo, as if corpses are still being transported through this lane. The eerie atmosphere is further amplified by the cold that suddenly creeps in for no reason. Some visitors even feel like they're being watched while in the passage, even though there's only a dark, fast-moving shadow at the edge of their vision. The large black shadows often seen in this passageway add a layer of horror for those brave enough to venture down it. Many believe that the shadows are the figures of those trapped between this world and the other, constantly reprising their roles while still alive. Some witnesses have even claimed to see a shadowy figure dragging what appears to be a human body, before disappearing into the darkness. Is this just a play of light, or is it really a remnant of energy from the dark past? The Body Chute has now become an attraction for ghost hunters and horror lovers. But the chute isn't just a tourist attraction. It's a tangible reminder of the grief and suffering that once took place in Waverly Hills. For the brave, exploring this hallway means confronting a dark history that still whispers in the darkness. Do you dare to step into this hallway and hear the voices of the past for yourself? Among the creepy stories of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, the story of a boy named Timmy is one of the most recognizable. Timmy is believed to be the spirit of a young patient who died of tuberculosis when the sanatorium was still operating as a hospital. Although long gone, Timmy's presence is still felt today. He can often be seen in the hallways of the building playing ball by himself, creating an atmosphere that is both odd and depressing. Many visitors report hearing the sound of a ball bouncing in the distance, even when no children are present. The sound was clear, as if it came from another world. Some visitors who brought the ball to interact with it claim to have seen it move on its own, as if pushed by an invisible hand. These events often occurred on the second floor, a location believed to be Timmy's favorite place to play. Interaction with Timmy does not stop at the sound and movement of the ball. Some people who try to talk to him claim to feel a light touch on their hand or shoulder, like the greeting of a child who wants to play. This touch is often accompanied by a sudden, chilling feeling that makes the hairs stand up. Although creepy, many feel that Timmy's presence is not malicious, but rather that of a lonely child looking for a friend. Timmy's ghost has become one of the most famous legends of Waverly Hills, attracting ghost hunters and horror fans from all over the world. However, the story also carries a deep sadness, as Timmy's young life was cut short by a terminal illness. Are you brave enough to walk those silent hallways and try to play ball with Timmy? Or maybe you'll be a silent witness to the little ghost's never-ending game.